Okay, so I just wanted to hop on and say that this is probably a really boring vlog because this is like my everyday life where I just sit down and I write and I just see what comes to me, wash my face and, you know, do all the stuff that I showed. You know, if you're a writer and like a writer's writer, you know, like your writer's favorite writer, like if you're like a writer, then I think you know the hardship, you know, of like sitting down writing and like nothing coming to you. You know, I was in such, like when I was in rehab, I did not write. I wrote maybe like a couple things, but like for the most part, for the whole 6 months, I just did not write anything. Because I guess I was just so focused on what I was doing, you know, recovering, healing, working, and nothing really came to mind. I didn't really have like the time really to sit down and write. And so when I got home, that was like my main mission, was to, you know, set up a good writing routine every day. And it took me a long time. Like it kind of goes on and off. I'll have like a couple weeks where every single day I'll write something every single day, and then, you know, a couple weeks where nothing happens and I hate myself and I want to die and like I just hate what I'm making, and then it goes back, you know. So it's not, unless you're like a superhuman, you know, it's not gonna be progress all the time. And right now, I'm in a really good swing where I am writing every day and I like what I'm making for the most part. And I feel like this is a thing that I run into. It's like postable, you know, like, oh, I really like this. I want other people to see it. Let me post it right away. Instead of like sitting with it, seeing, you know, what I feel about it. I'm like, I wonder what other people feel about it, you know. And so that's a dilemma that I run into often. And I think when you're a creator and you post online, I mean, I just post to Tumblr, but you know, even when you have an audience, that audience is like always there. You know, everything that you make is for the audience. And I want to get out of that because at the end of the day, it's mine. You know, I made it, it's mine. And I want to have a sense of ownership over it. You know, like when you're feeding your audience, the food is for them. You know, you're starving, you're not getting anything. So I kind of want to work on that and not always have the audience in mind. It's hard because that is like what makes writing fun, is like other people seeing it. That's the fun part, but I think you have to kind of take the boring with it too. You know, I think you do have to sit with your work and you have to well, obviously you're making the work, so like you are sitting with it, but I mean afterwards you kind of have to have that long silence and you know, just sit with it, just see what you think, see what you want to do with it. You know, I'm not submitting to magazines right now, one, because I don't have the money, and two, because I don't feel like I'm making anything worthwhile right now. But you know, that's like the average oh boohoo kind of writer shtick. Oh, I hate my writing. No, you don't. No, you don't. Unless, or you wouldn't be sharing it, you know? So I don't hate my writing. I actually really like what I'm making right now, and I want other people to see it, but I do have to work on not having the audience in mind all the time, you know? So that's it. I don't even know if that made sense, but if it did, let me know. This is for audience, you know? I'm making this so I can share it. Man, I it's been years of this, of making and posting, and you know, I think that it becomes kind of ingrained in you, but I really have to take a step back and, you know, take ownership over my own stuff. But yeah, I hope that made sense, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So yeah, bye.
Muchas gracias por calmar a la buena Paquita.
A ver.
Voy a ser la compañera de viaje, vas a ver.
That one hurt. I don't know why.